we're coming on the closing of Black History Month. As I like to say, Black History is 365 for the Black press, and not just as a Black man, but for you all, you've done so much in the city, and I want to thank you on behalf of the LA Sentinel, Councilman President Wesson, for the honoring, and also you two for supporting and honoring the LA Sentinel as part of the Right in America exhibit that was displayed during Black History Month. So I want to thank you for that and that honor. But how important is it for you all, not just during Black History Month, because I see it throughout the year, but is to honor those African Americans in different fields, and to honor, and not just African Americans, because again, your constituents go beyond that, but how important is it to recognize the honors of those others? Because some people think it's just very ceremonial, but I truly understand it was an honor. Until you're put in that position, you're like, wow, and it means something coming from prestige such as yourself. But what does that mean to the city of LA and you all doing those types of things?
Well, you'll hear a lot of people when they talk about LA, they talk about our diversity is our strength. So we talk about that, and that's great, but we also celebrate it. Yeah. So it's critical that when we celebrate Latino Heritage Month and African American Heritage Month, individuals from the gay and lesbian community, that history is America's history. And I think when we continue to do this, then our young people recognize that this is the way that it's supposed to be. So that's why these Heritage Month celebrations are so important to us. What we try to do every year is to pick an industry or a group of people within the African American community that we highlight. This year we picked Black journalism. Yeah. Because Black journalism is really not hundreds and hundreds of years old. Right. It's really a new, set of accomplishments. So we wanted to highlight just how important people like yourself, the LA Sentinel has been, and our newscasters on television. We believe that because of African American journalists, you can travel to any city in the United States of America, turn on the news, and you see diverse news coverage. And we believe that's because the individuals from the African American community not only opened the door, they're holding the door open as we speak, so that anybody from any background that has the skills has a shot, has an opportunity to get into one of the most difficult businesses that there is to get into. And so I think that the constant celebration will rub off on our children, and that they will finish the job that we may not be able to.
Because the HBCU was just, you guys did the HBCU Day, and you honored, I think this year, last year was Johnny Mathis, I believe, if I'm correct, and this year Dionne Warwick this year. So it's just, great that you all are doing these things, because many times, that's why we're here to remind, as Black press, people throughout the year, but for you all to pay homage, I believe it's a great thing, and I appreciate it. And say thank you to
the display at City Hall is going to remain up until March 20th. So if any of the folk that are looking at this, they should go down and see it. One of the most amazing things there is the copy of the very first Sentinel edition. That's like history.
It's pretty remarkable. And I thank you all. As I said, it's not to take light, and it's an honor to be part of it, but just myself walking down that corridor and seeing the history, it resurges, it sparked me, and it's a reminder, as of what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Well, it's about history and, like you said, the legacy, teaching our youngsters and others what came before. So we looked at Central Avenue, for example, the long history of Central Avenue as a legacy, transportation, communication corridor. And we recognized some businesses, for example, that have been active over the years. We celebrated the 27th Street Bakery that has been a pioneer business for 40 years, family-owned business. The South Central Health Center, which literally is right across the street from it. Again, providing quality health services regardless of ethnic background, regardless of ability to pay. This is over 50 years of strong business. And we also recognize the Black Panther Party for its unique role on Central Avenue. Again, providing health services, providing screening services, educational services, things that folks frequently forget. about the Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
But again, it's part of our history, part of the legacy of Central Avenue, of South Los Angeles, and of our African American community, and we're proud of that.
And you know, Marqueece is the Black Panther.
It is the